So why start a side gig? Okay, so the obvious answer is to make money. But actually, the benefits of starting a side gig stretch far beyond that of receiving an additional income stream each month. Let's take a look at these additional benefits which may transform your mindset towards starting a side gig. Now, we touched on this earlier, but by starting a side gig, it enables you to embrace your passion. So maybe you are a keen photographer, but your day job does not enable you to practice this passion. Or maybe you are a great artist. You could start selling your artwork on Etsy. If you feel frustrated about the fact that your day job does not allow you to embrace your passion, then you can embrace this in your side gig. And remember what we said earlier. If you feel passionate about your side gig, then you are much more likely to make a success of it. Starting a side gig will often enable you to develop and improve skills that are perhaps not being utilised in your day job. So maybe you enjoy coaching people, or you would like to move into a management role in the future, but you are not being given this opportunity in your current role. So you could perhaps start a coaching business as a side gig and build and develop these key skills which could either lead to a full-time coaching business or build up your skill base to progress in your current role. Starting a side gig may well enable you to expand your professional and social network. And this may well open up new doors to any future potential career changes or positive progression in your current career or day job. Now, it's great meeting new people, and if you can meet new people that may potentially enhance your life in more ways than one, then this is a great thing. Just like you would diversify your investments, when you start a side gig, you are essentially diversifying your employment. So if one thing crashes, i.e. you lose your job for whatever reason, you have something to fall back on to make up the difference. And this, of course, leads us nicely on to the next point. Job uncertainty. Now, gone are the days where people had a career for life. Companies are much more likely to lay off employees than ever before. You may feel loyal to your employer, but please believe me when I say that if they no longer need you, they will not be loyal to you. Throw in the fact that your employer may go bust without any notice, and you can see why it is so important to have a side gig. Now, at the time of developing this course, Thomas Cook, Britain's oldest travel agent, which had been around for 175 years, went bust with no notice, leaving thousands of tourists stranded abroad, and even refused to pay its airline staff on their journeys home and their hotel bills. With this kind of approach from large businesses, you cannot afford to be complacent with your job, no matter how secure you feel. Now, I'm not trying to frighten you, but I would like you to get real about this. Now, as well as a side gig producing a nice side income for you to supplement your day job, it can also act as a backup if your day job is suddenly no longer there. For many people, starting their first side gig or side hustle is their first taste of entrepreneurship. And that feeling you get when you realise that yes, you can really make money yourself and not just through the usual route of employment is incredibly empowering. And believe me, it is quite addictive. Now, a large number of people often then decide to take the leap into running a full-time business after finding success running their side gig, as well as gaining the confidence to make money by themselves. So maybe you might decide to start a side gig of running a pop-up restaurant at weekends. Now, these are all the rage at the moment, and after a few months of building up a strong following and good reviews, who is to say that you can't choose to go at it full time? If this is what you want to do, of course. Now, many side giggers plan to keep their side gig purely as a side gig. It is entirely up to you. So as you can see, There are a lot more benefits to starting a side gig than just earning an additional income. It will benefit your life in so many different ways and help you to grow and develop as a person and as a professional. It can open up doors for you that you might not have ever even considered possible. When it comes to choosing and setting up your side gig, the world really is your oyster.